So I'm watching this video that was uploaded today, actually a couple hours ago, by Tariq Nasheed. And he responded to this guy. And I have a different response to this guy than Tariq has. Now, I want to be clear. This video in no way is intended to attack Tariq Nasheed. We all have different opinions and views and perspectives, and that is a strength. And I don't intend to try to destroy that. How Tariq responds and views things is him. I'm going to just give you my perspective. Now, let me play this video, and I'll pause it when I want to give my response.
To stay the hell away from these cats. This is the minority coalition here. This is the minority coalition. This is how these guys feel about black folks. And this is the little self-hate that they have that they try to project onto us.
Hey, what's going on? Just a quick thought, quick video. I just wanted to say something. It was on my mind right now. When for the Hispanics out there who still want to be down with the blacks and be like, hey, niggy, notice or whatever, when a black person says to you, you're black, right? Ask them, like, what do you mean? Like, what are you saying? You know, what do you really mean? You know, like, because obviously, you know, you're from a different group. So it's like, what are you saying? You know, they'll say something like, oh, white people look down on you just like us. They look at us as the same. You guys were slaves like us. You know, this type of stuff. So notice they're not giving you a compliment when they're saying this. It's really more of them trying to bring you down. That's what's really happening, you know.
Okay, let me give my commentary while this crackhead looking fool is talking. No, we're not giving you a compliment, because the fact that we have to tell you that means that you done said some stupid shit already. So no, we're not giving you a compliment, because the fact that we got to remind your dumb ass that technically you're black too, that means you done said some dumb.
Okay, let me respond to that. I view this as a problem. Black people telling Dominicans or whatever they are, telling these people that they are black. Right? These people are damn near as white people, damn near as pale as white people, and they have this hair texture that is not like black people's. It is virtually identical to white people's hair texture, European hair texture. I have a problem with black people telling these people that they are black simply because white people categorize them as black, as if what white people say is all that matters. Look, simply because white people may treat us the same, that does not make us the same. White people don't decide who is or who is black, who is or who is not black. They may make that decision for themselves, but they don't make that decision for me. Also, white people do differentiate between biracial people and black people. That is why historically they have given biracial people more privileges and authority over blacks. They do consider their European blood, right? They will be more likely to be promoted or even be employed by whites. This is absolutely true. Barack Obama is a good example. If he had been black, he would not have become president. So I have a different take on this. It infuriates me when black people go around calling people black simply because they think white people view them as black, or simply because those people may not be white. As if, oh, if you're not white and you got 10% black blood in you, then you're black. That gives white people power. You're giving white people authority, as if they are gods, and what they say is law, is black people's rule. Totally disagree with that. Black people need to stop. That is embarrassing. It is embarrassing. Stop calling these people black. Well, I know a black person when I see one. I'm not going to get into no discussion about it. And this guy that he's showing on this, I'll provide a screenshot of this guy who is talking. Clearly, this guy is not black. He is not black. And he does not consider himself black. And black people really infuriate me when they call people black who don't even consider themselves black. Why? Because they don't look black. They are pale, very, very fair-skinned, and they have this straight European hair. You're not going to tell me that two things are the same when I can clearly tell the difference between them. Be aware of when people pull that on you. Two things that are the same, you cannot tell the difference between them. Let me continue with this video.
Ass bullshit. Alright, let me play the rest of this for you.
They're really just trying to bring you down. And honestly, it stems from a jealousy. A jealousy. They see something in you, you know what I mean, that makes them feel low.
Jealous of what? Nigga, jealous of what? Somebody say he's slow. No, this motherfucker sounds just like all them a lot of Dominicans be sounding like that. Jealous of what?
Wait a minute.
Black?
Let's stop here. Now, I'm not going to touch Tariq's response. I might even edit it out. But this Dominican man, he is talking about something that is very real. He is talking about the inferiority complex that black people have. I've said this for years. Other people can see our inferiority complex manifest itself through our behavior, the things we say, and the things that we do. There is truth to what this guy just said. Black people look at people like this, and they are indeed envious that they look like that and we don't. That is why you have so many black women trying to become impregnated by whites and people like this guy, because they want his blood in their offspring, right? They want to get some of that blackness out of them. Blacks have this inferiority complex where and this is prevalent among the women, where beautiful babies are babies that have non-black blood, right? So when they see people like this, they see, in essence, something superior to themselves. And black people feel better about being black when they can call these types of people black as well. Tell them, you black too. This guy is telling the truth. It is a way of trying to bring them down, but they're bringing them down to where the black people, believe they are. Because black people believe that they are at the bottom, that they are genetically inferior. And they view people like this guy as superior, higher up on the ladder. And they figure, oh, well, you got some black blood in you. Let me tell you that you're black and remind you that you're down here where I believe I am, where I see myself as being. There is truth to that. And that, it pisses me off when I run into so many black people who are afraid to admit stuff like this. That really irks me. When black people are afraid to deal with the truth, to deal with reality. Reality is so painful for black people that they will try not to even deal with it. They want to dance around it. They want to create a different argument instead of attacking it head on. This guy is talking about something very real, this Dominican man. Something that he sees, and it is the inferiority complex that is prevalent among black people that touches every single black person on this planet. We continue with this.
People, what are you jealous of that he got? This dude's teeth ain't even fixed. Jealous of what? Hold up. We're not affected by you looking down on us. You're a bum.
No, honestly, seriously, like, they're not saying, oh, you guys are cool like us, you guys can dance, you guys, you, whatever, none of this stuff. They don't say none of that. They say, white people look down on you, you're poor, you were slaves. They're trying to bring you down to their level.
No, fool, you ain't on our level. You're under our level, nigga. No, let's be clear. You ain't on our level because your ass left your home country to come here.
Okay, now wait. See here, Tariq is talking about nations. He's not dealing with race anymore. I want to deal with race. Right? That was pretty much he changed directions on him. No, I want to deal with what this Dominican is talking about. This Dominican is talking about race. And what he is saying is very, very real. He sees the inferiority complex in black people, the damage in black people's mentality, where they are ashamed of being black and don't have any real dignity and pride in being black, because if they did, they would not call people like him black. They wouldn't do it. And black people need to stop doing this. And it's not going to happen. Black people, in my opinion, are going to eventually, in this country, at least in the United States, go extinct. Because their level of self-hatred, their inferiority complex is too stark for them to stay in existence. Don't think it's impossible, because there are many nations where there really are no black people, where if you go back in time far enough, you will find that there were black people there, but they are no longer there. The same pattern I see is going to repeat right here, at least in the United States. I can only speak for the U.S. because I grew up here and I know black people here. What this guy is talking about is very real, and black people need to deal with it. I've been saying this for years on top of years on top of years. If you're not dark with woolly hair, you are not black. If you have a black parent and a white parent, you are not black. We need to get this understood, get this through your head. Stop trying to tell people that they are black, especially when they don't consider themselves black. If a person can respond to you calling them black by saying, no, I'm not black, I am biracial because I have a white parent, there is nothing you can say that can logically refute that. The only thing black people bring up is what white people say. Well, our white gods view you as black, so you're black. No, I don't give a damn what white people view as black. They don't Do you think white people allow blacks to tell them who is and who ain't white? Black people are the only group who allows other people to define what their own race is. So I have a serious problem with this, right? This is very closely related to history. And this is a historical problem, and it is rooted in slavery. Black people so traumatized from the experience of slavery where they have a very difficult time seeing it for what it is and overcoming it. People who are mixed are not black, they are mixed. This individual who Tariq is responding to is not black, he is mixed. In fact, he looked closer to white than anything. He looks quite far from black. Black people need to take pride in their DNA, pride in their genetics, and they need to try to keep it pure and separate themselves from others who do not have these genetic traits. Dark skin is shared among several races. Black people are not the only people with dark skin, but black people are the only people with the darkest melanin molecules. And black people are the only people with woolly hair. Dark skin, woolly hair. Okay? If you run into a guy like this with Rico Suave hair, bone straight hair, and basically white skin, you think just because he got a wide nose and broad lips that he is black? No, he is not. He's telling you he's not black. Black people don't sit there and tell you that they're not black. They don't deny that they're black. They know that they're black. So when you see people who look different from you, have different genetic traits, different DNA makeup, when you see people like that, you cannot call them black. You cannot call them the same as you. The only people you can call black are people who are like yourself, who could pass as your family member, unmixed family member. Right? This is a problem that I've dealt with for over 2 decades. It is not going anywhere. The only thing I see that is changing is that more and more non-black people are picking up on black people's mental illness, and we need to do something about it fast.